Time budgeting. Time budgeting is going to create STCs for the block. But before creating the STCs, using the timing environment check GUI, you can understand and user can find out what are all the design timing issues early on in the design phase. It provides feedback on design timing and assists in cleaning up constraint issues. It also helps determine feasibility of the design and its timing constraints. Using the floor plan timing environment check, the user can determine what are all the unbudgetable pins, are there any bottleneck cells, and also the virtual IPO analysis. In this demo, we will show you how to determine the unbudgetable pins and what is the reason for them being unbudgetable pins. It reports why the pins cannot be budgeted. Using the bottleneck analysis, it tells you what are all the leaf cells which contribute to multiple timing violation for the entire design. Using the virtual IPO analysis, it performs the timing analysis based on virtual IPO, also reports the path with negative slack, and check if timing closure can be achieved by real IPO. Now let's dive right into the demo. As you can see, the layout is already open and the timing environment analysis report has already been run. The way you would do that is under timing, floor plan timing environment check, and this is going to bring up the dialog box which gives you the analysis report. Now let's look at the unbudgetable pins and the reasons for them not being budgetable. As I click, I can see the timing path through the port is not constrained. So let me zoom and click on one of those pad in 12. It zooms into the area in the layout and tells you where exactly this port is. It also gives you the reason why this is not budgetable. So the designer can then figure out if this is okay or they need to be corrected. Unbudgetable pins. The next one that we will be looking is the bottleneck analysis. Let me click on the bottleneck analysis. It shows that this particular leaf cell OAI21D1 has a cost of 48, which means this particular leaf cell contributes to multiple timing violation for the entire design. Let me click on this leaf cell. It zooms into the particular cell in the layout. Then the user can click on it and look at the properties. Is there a don't use or a don't touch in this particular cell, and the reason for it being coming into multiple times for the timing violation. The next I will be talking about is the virtual IPO analysis. This one, the virtual IPO has already been run and it is going to tell me why certain paths are showing huge negative slack. As you can see, there is a path which has a negative slack of minus 0.22. It gives me the start and the end pin. I'm going to analyze and find out what exactly is going on here. So let me open up. Let me turn off the standard cell so I can see things clearly here. Let me fit that. And you can see that this particular path goes from a plan group, goes into another plan group, and then goes back to the plan group, which means that even with implementation, this is not going to be meeting the timing. So you want to make sure whether some of these cells need to be placed in this particular plan group so you get an early understanding of how the timing constraint and the feasibility of the design to close timing. So in this section, we talked about the unbudgetable pins, we talked about the virtual IPO analysis and the bottleneck cell analysis, which is very similar to prime time.